Happy Friday, everyone. It is a rainy Friday here in the Boston area. It's not April, though. I know April showers are supposed to bring May flowers, and you know what May flowers bring? June pilgrims. But I don't know what March showers are supposed to bring. I think it's something about the in like a lion, out like a lamb thing. But I shouldn't complain. I was born and raised in New England. I know that this kind of weather is really normal for March especially late March, and then spring will finally have sprung once we get to April. The topic of the day is convenience and the fact that we crave convenience. And that I understand that if you've been following me for a while, and even if you haven't been following me for a while, and this is only the first article, the first video that you've read of mine, but you know a little bit about what we do here at the People Stack. We help tech managers to upgrade their careers, command premium salaries of at least $200K a year, and do that while having more time freedom without working their butts off, 50 plus hours a week. And so you may want to know, okay, how? Like, that sounds like an amazing outcome. Maybe you're a little bit skeptical. Maybe you're more than just a little bit skeptical. And you're like, all right, how do I do it? Maybe you're not skeptical at all. You're like, okay, I firmly believe that stretch goals can actually happen. And it's just a matter of putting the plan in place. So you're like, okay, how do I do this? How do I command a 200K plus salary as a tech manager? Give me your 3-step plan already. Tell me how to do it. And I understand it because we crave convenience. It's what I think about whenever we drive by a mall now in this day and age. We used to go to malls all the time, I was part of the mall rats generation where we would hang out in malls. We would go to malls like when you wanted to buy something or when it was like back to school shopping time or even whenever else you would go to a mall. But now with, that whole internet thing and for a lot of other reasons, malls aren't as popular as they used to be. But whenever we drive by a mall, especially if it's on a weekend and it's still packed, there's still tons of cars there. I'm like, why? Why in this day and age, when it's so convenient, you can just go boop, 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 right on Amazon and have it delivered the next day if you wanted to, a couple of days, and your Amazon Prime, 2-day shipping. Why are malls still popular? It's because we crave convenience, and especially for things where you need to kind of try them on, right? If it's maybe it's a dress or something that you want to buy for an event or a pair of shoes, although there's Zappos for that. I wonder why that's so popular. or things like, like a kitchen knife, a nice chef's knife that just feels really nice and well balanced in your hand. You want to be able to try it before you buy it. And you want the convenience of going somewhere that, even though it might be a little bit hard to find a parking space, you could still find something. You're in, you're out, you're done. And so because we're inundated and we're almost conditioned to expect this convenience, when we're faced with a major career problem, something's not working in your career. So it may feel like, you're in the tactical weeds every day and you're not really able to get out of those weeds, and you try to delegate, but it always just kind of boomerangs back to you and all of the work just kind of ends back on your desk again. Or maybe you have a rocky relationship with your boss and that's what's keeping you from really upgrading your career and claiming claiming that greatness and being a superior leader. Maybe it's because you fear that any day now there's layoffs coming and that you might be on the chopping block for that, and that any day now you might get demoted, you might get fired, and that you're just feeling stuck in your career. There's no momentum, there's no growth, and it may have felt like this for a long time. And you finally come to that aha moment that's like, I'm not going to put up with this anymore. I'm going to solve it. I'm going to fix my career. I'm going to become the best leader I can possibly be, and I'm going to finally get paid what I'm worth, and I'm going to do that. And so you look You go online, you look for convenient answers, right? It's what we do. It's almost like a knee-jerk thing. We Google it, go on Quora, and especially if you're looking for, leadership kinds of things, you might go to HBR or Harvard Business Review or other places. You might ask in the Slack teams that you're a member of. And then when all else fails, you try some other stuff. You might start searching Tony Robbins and things like that, and other life coaches and life gurus. Like, how do I do this? How do I fix my career? How do I fix my life? And it's not working because you're not getting the answers that are specific to you. And then maybe that's why you're here, because you notice that, wow, technical career coaching, like career coaching for people in the technical field who want to go from manager to director to VP. Wow, I never even realized that exists. And that could be why you're listening right now. But like I said, maybe you've been following for a while. Maybe this is one of the first videos or articles that you're reading, but you're like, okay, I get it, but why can't you just give me the answers, right? You want me to be able to give you that 3-step plan or 4-step plan, or I don't care how many steps it is, but just tell me how to do this. You expect to solve this major, major life career problem like going to the mall. You're in, you're out, and you're done. And when you look at it that way, it's almost insane, right? It's crazy to expect a major life problem, a major career problem, like feeling stuck. And if you've been stuck for a while, it's an even bigger problem to get out of those old habits and to start new habits and to use new strategies. And to expect that to be easy and to say, okay, here's your 3-step plan, go. It's not. And so that's the shift, to go from thinking this should be convenient, this should be easy, and realizing that it's not, that anything worth doing in your life, anything worth doing in your career is going to be inconvenient. It's simply the way that it works. I don't know why. You can say that it's because the universe is testing us, God is testing us, that like when you really, really want something, the universe is not just going to hand it to you on a silver platter. No, right? You need to test your resolve. Are you really up for this? Are you really up for transforming your career as a technical manager? And so if you are, and you're ready to make that shift from, I wish it were convenient, can I just go in and make this work? No, it's going to be inconvenient. It's going to be uncomfortable. It's going to be hard. And once you make that shift that, okay, I'm ready for that, bring it on. Whatever it takes, I will stop at nothing to do this, then that opens up a world of possibility for you. But instead of staying stuck where you are in your career, staying in the tactical leads, being underpaid, being undervalued, being underrecognized, instead you can open up the possibility that once you do what's necessary and get the help that's necessary in order to upgrade your career and get unstuck, then it becomes possible. Nothing worth doing is convenient. It's going to be inconvenient. I'm not here to tell you that I can help you get rich quick and then I can wave a magic wand and say, poof, your career will be upgraded in a month or 2 months or even 3, because some of you are stuck in a place and you've been stuck there for so long that it's going to take a little bit, a matter of months before you can really, really get unstuck. Like truly. But it all starts with a single step. And it all starts with a single inconvenient step of reaching out for help. So if this is where you are, where you're like, okay, I'm ready to admit that it's not going to be convenient. Yes, sorry. Yes, absolutely. Guilty. I have searched Quora. I have searched HBR articles. I've watched Tony Robbins. I've gone to Dale Carnegie. I've asked my friends and nobody's helping me. And I'm realizing I need help here, because you know what? If this were easy, you would have figured it out already. If you're here, you're a technical manager, you're smart, you have critical thinking skills up the wazoo. If you were able to get unstuck in your career on your own or with some help from your friends and colleagues, you would have figured it out already, I guarantee you. And that's because it's not easy. And so it all starts with a single step by reaching out for help and booking a call with us. thepeoplestack.com/talk. I know that it might feel inconvenient to schedule a time to talk. I know that it might feel hard to do that. And no, I know it might be stretching the boundaries of your comfort zone in order to do that. And that's exactly why you do it, because that's how you're going to break out of the habits that you've built that have left you where you are right now and create new habits. And do it not on your own, but with experts to guide you, with a proven system that has helped hundreds of other technical managers to get unstuck from their careers too. So if you're ready to start walking that path and saying, I'm ready for what's inconvenient, because taking action that's uncomfortable, but yet intelligent, that's how you're going to break through that next level. And it would be our honor and it would be our privilege to help you to do that. So go ahead, book a call with our team, thepeoplestack.com/talk. We'll put our heads together. We're going to map out a plan for exactly 1, 2, 3, 4, sometimes there's a 5. What are the steps for you, a custom tailored plan for you to get unstuck from your career? And you may be thinking, oh no, man, I know that maybe you've helped hundreds of people, but my situation is different. If I count the number of times that people have said that and then they explain the situation, we have helped many, many other people in that situation as well. And that's why I've been sharing, and I'm going to continue to be sharing the case studies so that you can see that these are folks who are like you, that everyone's situation is different, yes, right? But there's themes. And I trust me, we've seen it. And if you happen to be the one person out of 1,000 who has the kind of problem that we have not solved yet, we're still going to put our heads together and help you with it. Because this is what we do. We're committed to help you claim that dream career. We don't want to see you settling for mediocre anymore, because we know that settling mediocre is really just eating away at your identity. You're a high performer. Like I said, you have critical thinking skills up the wazoo. You're not willing to settle for mediocre anymore, but you just don't know how to get out of it. So let us help. We'll put our heads together. We'll map a plan and to upgrade your career. And if you want our help to implement that plan, then we'll tell you what it looks like, and you can decide how to move further. And if it ends up being that you don't want our help, or maybe it's not a fit for us to work together, you're still going to have that plan. It's still going to be one of the most eye-opening conversations that you have ever had about your career. That is my sincere and solemn promise to you. So head on over now, thepeoplestack.com/talk. It starts with that. If it feels inconvenient, it starts with that inconvenient action. You just click a button. I know that, like, for some people it's like, oh, I want to, but I'm not sure, right? Or, oh, I don't know, I'm not sure if this is a fit for me. Like, that's why we're going to talk, right? To figure out whether it's a fit or not. But if you've got anything out of what I've been talking about today, just remember this. If you're not willing to take inconvenient action, if you're only looking for what's convenient, and if you want to treat upgrading your career like going to a mall, in, out, done, fixed, then you're going to keep staying stuck. And I know that you don't want to keep staying stuck, because you wouldn't be here. You wouldn't be listening if you didn't crave to break through and really get up to that next level in your career. So that's what we're here for. All right, folks. Oh, so, and by the way, I don't have a 3-step plan. Okay, let's just tell me your 3-step plan already. I don't have it. Right? If it were that easy, I'd tell you what it is. Are there strategies? Are there systems that we follow? Absolutely. And so that's what we'll talk about on the call, and talk about which strategies and systems are going to be the best for you given your situation. So have a wonderful, wonderful weekend, folks. We'll talk with some of you soon after you click on thepeoplestack.com/talk. For everyone, have a great rest of your Friday, and we'll see you again on Wednesday. Take care.